Today we'll be taking a look at Solana's Sol coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Sol go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into Solana's Sol chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Sol or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. But as you can see, unfortunately, the breakout we were looking for did not occur. And I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see. We're anticipating that we'd bounce off our 200-day moving average, which was sitting at the time at $135. That did actually occur, which is positive. And we shot up. We shot up pretty quickly on the 12th of January. And the following day, we even got to a high of $178. And it looked like we had broken past that very, very important point, which was sitting here, our key point of support at $150. Unfortunately, though, the following day, we started to dip below and keep on dropping. We're now basically sitting back at that 200-day moving average. Our current price is $138, and it's looking like if that 200-day moving average fails, our next key point of support is here at the $124 mark. So depending on what occurs over probably the next 24 hours, we will either see a bounce, nice up again, once again trying to test that $150 mark, or alternatively, we are going to see it drop straight down to this $124 mark, which obviously would not be very ideal right now. Just for reference as well, our 20-day and 50-day moving averages are moving down. 20 days at 151 and our 50 days at 171, and of course our 200-day has come up slightly, sitting at $139. Now of course, ideally, if we could keep trending along the 200-day moving average line, we would be in for quite a nice, I suppose, few weeks, but unfortunately I don't think that will be the case, and something major is going to happen. Taking everything into consideration though, we are still looking relatively good considering we hit all-time highs just a few months ago. So all in all, put things into perspective from that sense. Let's have a quick look at a few other indicators now as well. First and foremost, let's have a look at the RSI. And you can see on the RSI, whilst yes, on that nice day on the 12th of January, we spiked up, the RSI hit 42.27 from basically almost at the oversold mark. And we have now dipped back down to 36.87. We are still on the very low end of things, and overall this is still trending in a downwards direction. We are due for a reversal imminently, and it is clearly shown by basically the price action here and the volume that is driving us down. It is relatively insignificant at this point in time. What we're going to see is a breakout of the volume. Of course, it is dropping. We're going to see it spike up. Ideally, buying momentum. People see Sol and think it's cheap, and we've got plenty of room to move on the RSI. Let's have a quick look as well at the MACD. Bringing that into place, we did have a nice cross of the MACD on the 15th of January, but unfortunately it wasn't significant, and we didn't see the buying momentum come in, likely because we didn't manage to break that key point right there of $150, that key point of resistance for us. Should we have seen that occur, I expect the volume would have come in and we would have started moving upwards, but unfortunately we haven't. It looks like now the 12-day EMA is unfortunately going to cross back below that 26-day EMA, and I think realistically within, I suppose, the next few days, we are probably going to see a continuation of our downtrend down to the $124, $125 mark, and that will be, I suppose, the next key point we want to try bounce off. As well as that, we do have a pattern which appears to be forming. It is similar to what we saw over here. It is an upside down flag pattern. I'm expecting it's going to look something a bit similar to what we're seeing here. You can see the pole there. You can see our key point of resistance there, and we're going to start to see something a bit like that occur. Now, this could, I suppose, break upwards, but it's a reverse pattern. So that for us signals that it is going to trend downwards. That is typically what you see when you see these upside down flag patterns. So unfortunately at the moment everything is looking relatively bearish, and I'm expecting to see the price drop down to here on the $124, $125 mark. That wraps up today's analysis on Solana, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's analysis on Solcoin, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.